All right, I'm gonna see if I can see my comments this time. I probably should have checked to see if my email said I had some restrictions or something. We'll see. We'll see. If people pop in and I still don't see my comments, I will turn this off and see what's going on with it. But till then, I will be, I'll be, okay. I see my comments. So I think what was happening yesterday is because, what's going on, Moses? Hey, April. I think what was happening yesterday is because I was on the restaurant's Wi-Fi that I was at, and I think they probably restricted my comments. So glad to see that I can see my comments right now. So I am prepping my din for tonight, and I'm just checking in with y'all to see how y'all doing. Of course, I got my girl in the background, player of the game, with 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 13 assists, just in case people didn't know what was going on yesterday. My girl had her a game. But I am making today, I'm gonna roast some vegetables. I don't know if y'all can see that. You can't really because of the green screen. But I got onions, mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus in here that I'm gonna roast with this little spice pack. Hey, get. Yeah, that. And then I'm gonna make some salmon bites with, I'm gonna add some Korean barbecue sauce to that. That should be good. And we're just gonna talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all have got to go sit down, please. I know people frown upon people cooking with their dogs in the kitchen, but my dogs are so little. They're Yorkies. They're not anywhere near the counter or food or anything like that. What is going on? Me Bound Gang. I can't wait to get that shirt. I can't wait to get the shirt because I'm gonna be having it on. I'm very excited. I can't wait for her to drop that merch because I will be there. Hey Charles. Hey Miss Goody Two Shoes. So I'm roasting these, I'm prepping these vegetables. So all you do is add some olive oil, get them all oiled up, mix them up, and then add the spice packet. Normally I put this in I will put this in a Ziploc bag, but I forgot to go get some from the store. I ran out. So I'm gonna just have to mix it up on this pan right now. Make sure they all have some olive oil. I usually do like grapeseed oil. I like to cook with grapeseed oil, but that grapeseed oil is expensive. Olive oil is already expensive, but grapeseed oil is ridiculous, and I don't need it that bad. Like, I'm not paying $8 for some grapeseed oil. Like, I'm not doing that. This was already expensive as it was. Who's calling me? I don't know who that is. Hey, Groovy, what's going on? So what y'all think? What y'all think about the games yesterday? Of course, y'all know, well, maybe y'all don't know, but I was at the Coco Jones concert last night, so I was only able to see the Chicago game But I was also watching that in a restaurant without the sound on, so I didn't really get the full effect of the game. But I did get to see it, and then I had to go, like I went home and started to get ready because the concert was an hour and some change away from me. And I wanted to get there, early. So I just had to get ready. So I didn't get to watch the Washington game yesterday or the Aces game, but I did see the score, and I did rewatch today as much as I could. I was falling asleep, but I did see the Aces game. I did watch the Washington game, and I tried to rewatch the Chicago game. So what y'all think? I used to use sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil is very, it has a taste to it I don't really like. It's probably the sesame. I'm not that huge fan of sesame, although it is a lot of sesame in this, I think, in this sauce I'm going to use today. Is there sesame in here? Yeah. I think it is. But I'm using this Korean style. Why can't you? Is it the light? Do I have to do like the YouTubers or the people do like that? That's the Korean barbecue sauce. You'll find in a lot of Asian stuff. Sunflower oil and safflower oil I do not like. I don't like that either. It's the taste I don't really care for. But anyway, so I have my vegetables here. They're all oiled up and have the seasoning. Put this in the oven 30 minutes at 400. So they're going to roast. And then I'm going to prep my salmon. Sesame. What do you mean sesame? Sesame oil? By the way, hi Ghost, how are you? It's more for like Chinese stir fry with broccoli and ginger root and tofu. Yeah, so you'll find it in like Asian cuisines. But But what y'all think? Go, please go. Please go. Move out of the way. What y'all think about the games yesterday? What I'm about to do is take the skin off my salmon. I don't want to show the knife online because I think I can get in trouble for that. But I have a really sharp chef's knife that I'm using to cut the skin off, kind of like if you're filleting a fish. You want to cut the skin off without getting the meat because, you want the meat. And it's always, I can do the first one real good, and then the second one, I mess it up. I never can do the second one the right way. Like this one is coming off so good. No meat is coming off, just the skin. And watch the second one, I'm going to butcher that thing. It's always this little bit right here. Oh no, I did good on this one. Look at that. Look at that. Skin, barely any meat, just a little bit of meat right there. And I got my salmon without the skin on it. Triple Barbie. Hey, Tulip. Triple double Barbie. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. What y'all think? The Barbie was moving. The Barbie was moving yesterday. I felt like it felt good from the very beginning. Like once she got started, she said in a press conference, I can't remember exactly how she said it, but pretty much she wants to make the correct passes, not necessarily I think she said she's just looking to make the easy pass, not do something like crazy. She just wants to make a good pass. That's it. Simple passes. So as long as her teammates are cutting and, you know, making sure they're moving without the ball, they're losing the defense, she can get them the ball. She is one of the best passers on that team. Angel has always been a good passer. If you watched her career at any point. But see, I'm messing this one up. This one is horrible. But I think this blue is not working. It keeps like flickering. I might have to change the picture. But yeah, Angel got into it real quick with the assist. I think she had like 6 assists in the first half. She was already, you know, on the roll with her rebounds. And so it was just a matter of time that she would end up like, we were just like, man, is she going to end up with a triple-double? Because the girl is already at 6 or 7 assists, and it's just the first half. Come on, man. There we go. Hold on. I missed y'all's. Oh, y'all was coming a lot. Hold on. I air fry my I don't like tofu at all. Ghost says, I think Satu is hella better than I thought she'd be. I wasn't at all impressed with her 24 season, but she's legit. I think 24 season was a little... See? I knew it. I am effing this salmon up. Why can't I ever do both of them the same way? I think 2024 might be skewed for Satu because we know she was sitting out because she had an injury, but also it was an Olympic year and she wasn't really playing. She wasn't really available for Dallas until after the Olympics. So it kind of, I think, messed up her flow of the game because she was good, but she wasn't as effective as she is right now. But also, you know, you're playing with a different system, and I think this system that she's playing with now is kind of working for her to be what they call the unicorn. Like, she's able to move around freely. Not that she couldn't do it in Dallas. I don't know. I just feel like this offense that they're doing in Phoenix just allows them to play free, and you get AT at the point, a point forward. So crazy that the top 2 assist getters yesterday of all the games that was played, top 2 was AT and Angel. That's funny. Both forwards, both kind of playing the point. AT definitely playing the point, and Angel was kind of in and out of playing the point. Tulip says Satu is top 10 player. It was just injuries that stopped her. Charles says Ace is in trouble. Coach says lack of effort. DC was looking good but fell apart against Dream. Hopefully we can get them tomorrow. How about 2 triple-doubles in a row? I would love that. I would love that. There was one game last season that Camilla was very close to getting a triple-double. I think she had 7 assists that game. I think she was like 7 assists, 9 rebounds, and she had double-digit points. And she was very close to getting a triple-double. She didn't end up getting it, obviously. But I thought that was pretty cool. It'd be cool if both of them can get a triple-double because, I mean, Camilla is actually a really good passer as well. If people that she passes to were to knock down their shots, she can have way more assists as well. Ghost says Angels got great court vision. Some of her passes were brilliant. Tulip says, fun fact, she got triple-dub with just 15% usage, which means she made every possession count. Thank you for that fun fact. Ghost says, good stat, Tulip. Tulip says, for context, CC had 38% usage in her last game. Tulip says, stats are my thing. Well, you know, I'm glad to have you over here on my side because you can always give us some stats here and there. Ghost says, Boog, you don't want a man to cut up your salmon for you? No, I'm capable. I'm good. April says, Van Lith also looked real good. Yeah, Van Lith looked good. Everybody kind of looked good yesterday. I mean, we could have played better. And we got to understand we were playing Connecticut. But in any team is capable of beating any team. Like, it's one game, right? So you can't count out anybody. But I forgot to set my timer. But it was Connecticut. They were struggling. Marina was really the only one that was effective. Tina Charles a little bit here and there. So Haley Van Lith coming in and doing what she did definitely is better than her not performing. But I would like to see her continue to grow, and then I want to see how she is against like one of the better teams. Like let's see how she is tomorrow with Atlanta. I want to see how she is with Minnesota. By the way, I don't know if y'all check the schedule. Do y'all understand in July, there's a span of 4 games, and we play Minnesota 3 of those 4 games. We play Minnesota back to back, then we play another team, and then we go back and play Minnesota again. That's crazy. Like they don't want us to survive. That's crazy. And they're also doing that to us later on, I think in September with the Aces. Crazy. Ghost. Oh, okay. Country Notary. Hey, Country, what's going on? Charles says, well, there was at least one time I said, shoot the ball. You're the queen. I'm sorry. You're open. But the assists were unreal for her. Yeah, Angel still needs to work on her shooting. I feel like she's hesitant sometimes. I was happy to see Camilla take a shot on the outside. I think Angel attempted two threes. I just want him to keep shooting. I know the game is important. Winning is important. And you don't want to keep chunking up shots that you're not making. But you got to get it in your system. You got to get the reps in so it is easy for you and you're not second guessing yourself. You're just shooting it. And eventually it will go in. Ghost says HVL still looks shook to me. Maybe she needs more minutes. Yep. Olympic year, good point. Ghost says Kyle only got 18 minutes. Are they trying to ease her back or what? Yeah, she's on a limit she's on minute restrictions. So they can't have her in the game the whole time. She's the unicorn because she's built like a center and plays and moves like a guard. Okay, Tulip. Ghost says Satu's so graceful. I enjoy watching her. I move even off the ball. I like watching her move even off ball. Hey, Troy. Satu is really starting to show up. Ghost says maybe being too harsh on HBL. It was her best game. She just don't look comfortable against the press. Yeah, look, she still got work to go. Like she ain't, I don't think she's like our starting point guard, but like at this point in time, we don't we got to use her. Like she's got to learn quick. She's got to adjust quick and get it and figure it out because we just don't have the options. And Jeff said he's not looking for another point guard. So we got HVL, and then we got, he's using Ariel, he's using Angel, he's using Rachel Banham as point guards. Troy said, y'all, Connecticut could have been a top 5 team. Could be a top 5 team. Majority of their games, they have the lead, and they let teams back in the game and end up losing. Ghost says, yeah, I want to see HVL against Cloud, Court, Dejanay, etc. Country says, what we saw yesterday against Connecticut is about to be the best HVL we will see. You think so? Ooh. Country, you think so? You said this is it? We're not going to see? She's not going to get better than that? Look, the way Chicago has been, we're so streaky. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't know. I hope that she does better. I hope she continues to grow, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm seasoning my salmon bites now. I don't know if y'all can really see that. Oil them up. I use Old Bay. You gotta have onion powder. You gotta have garlic powder. They're the twins. You gotta use that. I use Italian seasoning. I use, obviously, pepper. And, I forgot to get some. I usually use lemon pepper. And then I don't do salt because lemon pepper is so salty already. This is kind of salty too. So that's it. I'm not going to add salt because I just don't over salt it. Like sometimes it's too much. It's also salt in the sauce. But I do season pretty heavily. But Charles says everybody did play a part. Love the 3 from Kia at the buzzer. She actually can do it sometimes. We're just not consistent. We have it. We have the talent there. Like they can do it. I just don't know. Like some people are saying it's the system, it's the coaching, it's whatever. But I mean, if you're a shooter, you know how to shoot. Like you don't need you don't need a coach to like coach you to shoot. Like if you get the ball, you should know how to shoot. So we're just not consistent with that yet. But I believe that we can be. So we'll see what happens. Here are some more fun triple-double stats. Okay, thank you. What we got? First ever triple-double in 1999 by Sheryl Swoopes. Yep. 2, Lisa Leslie once dropped 29, 15, and 10. The 10 blocks were at 3. The 10 were blocked. Yep, I saw that stat. I remember seeing that. And AT has over a third of all triple doubles in a W. Yep, I do know that AT, I believe she holds the record for the most triple doubles. She also holds the record for the most double doubles in a season. Yeah, AT is that girl. I remember when she lost the MVP race in 2023. I remember her saying like, there's only one player that has gotten triple doubles, like me, like has gotten the amount of triple doubles. Pretty much saying I'm the only one that can do it. Can't nobody beat me doing that. I broke records doing that. And I'm the only one that's going to be doing that. So it's kind of interesting to see, even though nobody brings that up, it's interesting to see like now Angel's kind of not in the conversation. She had one. Cece had a couple last season. So it'll be interesting, like some of the newer players coming in and kind of may be a part of that getting triple doubles as well, because that was kind of like, that wasn't like a regular thing in the W. Troy says HBO is actually shooting guard. Yep, she is, but she said yesterday at the press conference, like she's at this point, she's a point guard. Like she feels like she's more of a point guard than a shooting guard because she's been playing point. I guess now this is going on her 3rd year, like exclusively playing point guard. Also, she talked about like how they're utilizing her. It's not all the time that she's going to be like handling the ball or running the ball up. She's going to be kind of in a situation getting the ball as a 2 guard, facilitating if she has to. But if she has the shot, she'll take the shot. Kind of like a hybrid player 1-2 combo type of player. Sounds like that's what they're trying to do until she's good. Troy says, y'all see yesterday Tyler Marsh went from Coach Steve Urkel to Coach Stefan Urkel. Oh my gosh. What do you mean by that? Tulip says AT has 15 of the 44 triple doubles in W history. Notary says Angel's game could evolve into an AT type game. Yeah, Angel said, I want to say last year, she said that she models her game. Like she models her game or wants to model her game after several players. She mentioned AT. She mentioned Asia. She mentioned Candace Parker, those type of players. Candace Parker and Asia for like the stretch four type of player. AT as like AT playing the point as a four and doing as well as she's doing. Even when she wasn't playing the point in Connecticut, she was still literally facilitating the games. You saw that in Unrivaled too. When she's in the game, she facilitates the game, and she passes when she needs to. And she's always almost getting a triple double, just because she's going to score, she's going to rebound, but she's also going to pass, find her open players. So yeah, I think Angel by the end of it all is definitely going to be a hybrid of all those players, and obviously some stuff on her personal style of play. She's gonna be crazy. I think in like year 5, 6, like we're gonna see, it's gonna be a crazy Angel that we're gonna see. That's what I think. Tulip says, I see Angel developing more into a Hamby type. Hamby averaging around 4 assists, grabs boards, has relentless motor. AT is a different level of playmaker. Charles says Angel went to see AT when AT was at Maryland. Troy says, I heard through the grapevine that Angel reached trademark rebounds. Yeah, that ain't a rumor. That's the truth. They posted that. They posted that trademark. I mean, somebody did. I don't know if Angel did, but she definitely acknowledged that it happened. So yeah, she got the Me Bound trademark to put it on merch. And as soon as she releases that merch, I will be purchasing it. And I think it would be dope. I think it'd be dope if they everybody on the team wore it. Like, this is what I thought. Trademark it, whatever it is. Wear the shirt. Like, don't make it public that you did. And just come, like, whatever game it was, come wearing that shirt, but all your teammates have that Me Bound shirt on. I think that'd be so dope. I think that'd be so dope. Not only as a way to show support to Angel, but just like it makes a statement. But like, now we know she has it. She's probably gonna, wear it, but she'll have it to sell as well. I would love for like people all over the league to also wear it. Like some of her supporters that's in the league, like a NECA, a Satu, a Asia, whoever. Like, I think it'd be dope to do that. Troy says, now if we can only get Caitlin Clark to promote turnovers, especially apple caramel flavor, hell, I'll buy them. Oh, you're talking about actual turnovers? Well, here's the thing. She won't do that because ain't nobody making fun of her for turning over the ball. Because they ignore that. Like, that's not front page news. No sportscaster, no podcaster, no person making commentary, none of her fans, nobody is making fun of her and her turnovers. They don't even see them. They don't even recognize them. Don't even acknowledge them. Whereas Angel, that's the first thing they like to say. So she's just turning that hate into money. Tulip says a apple turnover is wild. Woo! Okay, it's almost time. I might do like 4 minutes. So I'm marinating this, and then what I'm going to do now, I'll let it sit in the spices for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this sauce on here. Let it marinate. Let it sit for a minute. And then I'll cook it. Like salmon bites, literally, I mean, when you cut them up like this, it's like maybe 6 minutes, maybe 4. Like, I think I do like 2 minutes each side, but I cook it on all sides. And once I do that, once I get them brown on all sides, it's good. It's like a perfect cook on it. Notice Angel had 2 turnovers. Yeah, Angel only had 2 turnovers. 11 assists, 2 turnovers. She didn't have the best shooting game, field goal percentage wise. I think she only made 2 shots or 1 shot or something like that. 2 shots. Everything else came from the what do you call it? The free throw line. But she was 100% on free throws. Actually, everybody on the team was 100% on free throws. They only missed 1 free throw as a team, and that was one that Haley Van Lith missed. But everybody who shot free throws was 100%. Angel, I think Angel had 7 of 7 from the line. Camilla, I think, had 4 of 4. I don't remember who else went. Haley Van Lith, I think, missed, like I said, missed 1. I think she had 3 or 4. Troy says, I mentioned that Saturday and some Clarkies got mad and they were getting ridiculous. I had to block them. Plus, she had 7 Saturday, plus received a technical foul in the game, which they didn't talk about. Yeah, they don't. And that's cool. I mean, look, if that's your fave and that's what you want to support your girl, then support your girl. I'm not mad at that. What gets on my nerves is that they come over here, not to me personally, but they like to harass Angel and they like to bring up her shortcomings, but they won't do it for their favorite player. They also get upset if anybody else is mentioned besides her, which is also, kind of irritating. Just support your person and leave everybody else alone. But yesterday I had a time watching the game. I had Summer came up, and we were gonna watch it at my house on my big screen. Cause here's the thing about yesterday's game. So when Anissa got drafted, we said we wanted to go to the first game where her and Angel play against each other. Our assumption was that she was actually gonna be playing. So we were going to get tickets, and then we saw the tickets were super expensive. So we were like, just watch it at my house. So that was the plan. And then for Saturday afternoon, my internet went out. Like they had some kind of damage to the fibers or something like that they had to fix. So I didn't have internet. Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. I woke up the next morning, still didn't have internet. I'm checking, trying to figure out if they're going to get it fixed before the game was coming on at 11. Saw they weren't going to be doing it, so I just went to the nearest local restaurant that I go to. I kind of go to frequently, but I go to and I asked them if they could please turn the game on. I went there early. They said yes, and then we sat there and watched the game. But it was really fun. I was loud in that restaurant like I was at the game. My vegetables are done. Hold on. Missed it. Rakia been cooking. Tulip says Rakia been cooking since she got back. Maybe she could make her first All-Star. Oh, that'll be dope. I have Rakia on my list for Rookie of the Year. For All-Star, I have Angel, Camilla. Although I think Camilla will not be here. That's when she's going to play for her tournament. But I still want to give her some votes. Angel, Camilla, Rakia, Kiki, and Asia. And I think I have one more. Angel, Camilla, Rakia, Kiki, Asia. I forgot the other person that I picked because you get 6. But Rakia is on my list. I hope she does make it. Charles says at least they were calling fouls for Angel for a change. Yes, finally. Troy says my goal is to get a skyscraper game. Get to a skyscrapers game. Don't know which one I'm going to. I really want to try to get to a game as well. These tickets are just crazy expensive, and then I gotta buy a flight as well, and then also pay for a hotel if it's somewhere where I don't have friends. That's really, really expensive for me. So I'm trying to figure out what's the most cost effective way to get to a game. I just haven't figured it out yet. So far, I only went to the one preseason game in Louisiana, and we drove there. Charles says, I've been voting for Ricky and Kiki as well. Tulip says, no MVP. No, I mean, my thing was I was planning on voting like for somebody different every time. Like I'll have the bulk of the same people, but switch out one person every time for somebody else so I can kind of have some even voting. I mean, I know Fee is going to be there. I mean, just like I know Asia will be there. I'm still voting for her because, you know, that's my favorite player. But Fee, I know she'll be there as well. But Fee will be one of the people that I switch out and give her my vote after I take somebody else off. I'm doing the same thing with the guards. I think my last vote I did Brittany Sykes, Dejanay, Sonia Citron, and I think Rivers, Sanaya Rivers. But I'll be switching them out as well. I'll just keep switching. I didn't vote today, though. I need to. I don't want to forget. Are these vegetables? Vegetables be hitting. Asia, Fee, Satu, Stewie, and Angel will definitely be there. Ricky and Kiki need the votes. I've been switching Ricky and Satu lately. So the way they're doing All-Star 2 is very interesting because I think what they said is they're going to do the top 2 vote getters will be captains. And then those captains get to pick between, I guess, a pool of people that get the votes or whatever, a pool of people to be on their team. So it's not going to be like East-West. It's going to be team captains. And also fan votes only count for 50%. I guess coaches or whoever else get the other 50%. So it'll be interesting on who makes it. I do believe Angel will be there as well. But if we're going off of like last year, that would probably mean that Asia will be a team captain and Cece will be a team captain. And then it's just based off who they pick for their team. So it's gonna be interesting. Yes, it will be captain, which means Cece will be a captain. Machine is working hard. That's what Tulip says. Tulip says it should be Asia and Fee. Yeah, it should be, but it's not. It's not gonna be. Coaches and players get 25%. But who gets the other 25? Because they said that the voter, like us, we only get 50%. Troy said, let's be honest. Do you think Angel will feel comfortable going to Indianapolis if she makes the All-Star team? I know she's going to get booed every time her name is called and touch the ball. So I've been thinking about that, but I honestly think like it's going to be a lot of Indiana fans there, obviously, because it's in Indiana, but it's a lot of other people going to that game as well. And as much as the media or whoever social media wants to make it seem, like Angel is really loved around different arenas as well with different fans. And so I don't perceive her being booed at the All-Star game. Like it ain't even about that. Like there's no room for that. And if they do boo her, then, I mean, it ain't nothing you can do about it, but then we know. And Kathy can't deny it. But I don't really see that happen. I don't see her getting booed. I think it's going to be a regular game. Hopefully, like I hope, because it doesn't, like All-Star is about having fun. It ain't about making nothing personal. It ain't about teams at that point as far as like you don't like Chicago or you don't like New York or you don't like LA, whatever. Indiana's my team. It's not even about that. It's just a fun way to have the All-Stars come and play around or whatever. So I don't think anything like that will happen. But I mean, we never know. Country says, do you think Angel has the stats to make an All-Star game? I mean, I don't think the All-Star game is about stats. I think the All-Star game is a popularity contest. And Angel's one of the most popular players in the game. I think stats, maybe the coaches look at stats. I mean, or maybe the writers or whoever else gets the other 25%. But I've never known it to be about stats. Now, you do want the best, is usually the best players are there at All-Star. So you're not going to get somebody who never plays, but it is a vote. So I just think that Angel's popularity and the fact that she is somebody that the people want to see. They love seeing her and CeCe together, and especially if they're playing on opposite teams. I mean, I don't know if she makes it and if she gets picked on whatever team. They love that. And I think that's going to override anything that is happening in Chicago right now. But I think the triple-double definitely helped as far as if you want to look at stats are concerned. Her making history, still being the fastest to 500 points, 500 rebounds, still leading the league in rebounds, getting the triple-double, being the second youngest player to get it, being the first since 2023 in Chicago to get it. I think her fans, I mean, she's the most followed person in the league. I think if she puts her fans to vote, I think they'll get her there. Tulip, plenty of time left in till the All-Star break. Yep. Charles says, happen to be watching you on a computer and the phone at the same time. You look better on the phone, but I can read chat better on computer. I text on the phone, not my computer. Yeah, I know it shows weird. It's a weird thing or whatever. Like I think I was watching on the computer like one of my playbacks. I don't know why it looks like that. It just does. Troy says, man, I've been telling people the Atlanta Dream going to be some team's nightmare. They beat the Fever and without Clark. Yeah, we play Atlanta tomorrow. I don't think that's going to be an easy game at all. I'm really hoping that they can pull through and maybe beat Atlanta. We really need another win. So I hope. No, we don't play Atlanta. We play Washington. I'm sorry. We don't play Atlanta tomorrow. Somebody else plays Atlanta tomorrow. Is it the Aces? It might be the Aces. We play Washington tomorrow. My bad. But yes, the way that freaking Alicia Gray was playing yesterday and Ryan Howard, like how do you beat that? And then Pow Pow gave you 16. Like how do you beat that when you got those two players hot and then you just add a Pow Pow on? Like that's hard to beat. So they've been finding their way, and when they get hot, it's hard to stop them. So yeah, Atlanta has figured out whatever they need to figure out so far with their new coach, and they're doing great things. Hold on real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. One moment. Sorry. All right, it's gonna get a little loud because I'm about to put my salmon in the pan. Okay. Charles says Angel literally breaks some kind of record every time she steps on a court. Troy says Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard been balling. Yeah. Um, Alicia Gray scored 30 points yesterday. That was her first time in her career that she got 30 points, which is crazy. But I think she might be number 3 or 4 in scoring this season. Hey, Missy, what's going on? Um, what's crazy how people was outraged about Angel winning a BET award for Sportswoman of the Year. Glorilla won the gospel category. Yeah. People just mad. Like, people are just mad anything that happens for Angel. Like, I should not have been, but I was talking to somebody online today about Angel getting her triple double. Like, they were complaining, obviously, saying, like, she got a triple double, but her field goal percentage is blah blah blah. Like, they were kind of downplaying what she got, and I don't know why I was having a conversation with them, but I was just telling them, like, y'all always find some way to, like, hate on that girl. Like, she got a triple double. Why? Okay, why are you mad about that? The stats she got are the stats she's got. And I heard somebody else say, like, well, the coach took Camilla out so he can stat pad Angel. Like, what are you serious? Angel was already on triple double watch before the second half even started. It didn't have anything to do with Camilla playing or not. You know what I'm saying? Angel can get assists from Camilla because typically Camilla has a high percentage when she shoots. Like, her field goal percentage is usually pretty high in the 50s, 60s. So having her in the game would be beneficial for Angel if she was just trying to stat pad. So that didn't make sense. But anyway, I don't know. I was trying to have a conversation with them to explain to them that what they're doing is actually really demeaning and disrespectful to Angel, and they try to hide their hate for Angel behind the fact that they care so much about her field goal percentage or whatever it is. Like, you don't do that to anybody else. So anyway, I was just wasting my time. I shouldn't even say anything. Wody Mac, what's going on? Alicia has definitely looked good, looked great, looking effortless. I want to go to the ATL game tomorrow in Brooklyn, but I may have to wait until next week. I think we got bouts. Oh yeah, they do play. They play New York. That's what it is. Um, that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good test, I think, for Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This looks good already. It ain't even done. This gonna be good, I think. Ooh. Um, 46. Wally Mac also says, I had that sentiment myself. All I can think was she did a good job being a connector that game, doing a little bit of everything. Missy says Angel will be one of the greatest WNBA players, and the players all love her. I want to play with her. I think so too. I think when it's all said and done, Angel will be one of the best to ever do whatever it is that she's gonna do, whatever that looks like. Um, I think she's already in the history books, but I think with more work, she keeps building on her game every year. Like I said, I think probably year 5, 6, between 5 and 7. I think we're gonna really see, like, when she's at her peak of her game, we're gonna see something from Angel. Um, Monty Max says, then I saw people who don't like certain players nitpicking, like saying CC had a great game, but the 7 turnovers and Mitchell was better overall. And others like Angel was 2 for 7. Tiresome talks. Yeah. JJ is back, I heard. If JJ's back, it's belt to ass, and I want to go, but I don't want to just buy a nosebleed. Yeah, that's my thing. I could go to these games. They're really not that expensive if you get the nosebleed seats. I don't want to sit no nosebleed. I want to be close. I want to see. I want to see the action right there in my face. So, but I ain't paying no $1,800 or something crazy for that they're trying to charge these days for these tickets. I'm not interested in that. Hold on, y'all. I'm turning my salmon. So I'm cooking it on all sides so everything gets some heat. What do you think will happen with Marsh and Jeff P? Any chance they'll get dumped? So I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm not on the train of getting rid of Tyler. I've never been on the train of getting rid of a coach, especially 10 games into the season. Like, at least give them a year. I feel like a lot of people were calling for Teaspoon's job very early on, and now some of these same people are saying we should have kept Teaspoon. So, I think it's going to take time for them to figure things out. And I mean, as much as like you look at other teams, you're like, well, Sydney's doing great with Washington, even though Washington is literally just one game ahead of us, one win ahead of us. You can say Sydney's doing a great job with Washington. Obviously, Natalie Nakase is doing great with her team. LA is figuring it out with their new coach, but they look like they could win games. Only other team is like Dallas, which we already know Dallas people hate that coach. But I want to wait. I want to see. I want to see what happens. I really feel like they have the potential. Now, Jeff, I will say this. If they don't have a winning season, Jeff is gone. If they don't find a way to turn it around, Jeff is gone, and it might be sooner than we think. That kind of sucks in a way because I want the team to be successful, obviously. I want the team to do well, but I also want Jeff gone, and they can't do that. Both of those things can't happen. So, I don't know. I just want him gone. I think it's better if he's not there. I think this whole time he's wanted to be the coach. I just don't know why he just didn't decide to be the coach. Why is he lurking around? I think he's like looking over Tyler's shoulder every game, even away games, and like they just need to work it out. I think he just needs to leave them alone and give them time to work out. He needs to do his job in making sure they have the best possible people on that floor and on that team. And I don't think he necessarily did that, but also Chicago's reputation, I don't think he can just get those people that they need either because ain't a lot of people want to come to play Chicago, so he got who he can get. But I would like to see Jeff not be there. Wanting back because I want to record and possibly get an autograph. Yeah, I mean, from the games that I've been to, if you get there early enough, you can just go straight down towards the floor while they're doing shoot around or warm ups or whatever. That's usually the best time you can get your autographs and get pictures and stuff. But and then you can go back to your seat. But I get that. I also just I want to be close to the floor if I can. I can live with the tickets on the tunnel interest by the home bench aisle seat. And I think if I get JJ graphic tee and close enough for an autograph, she might show love and sign something if I got her shirt on. That's true. Ronnie Mac says, I think Jeff P might have a deep relationship with Sky ownership. If so, if so, he may have to wink wink that he's safe. Missy says lurking. Charles says Atlanta tough. Valks showing up. Great post game with Natalie. Very detailed things I never even thought of. She's sharp. Players funny too. Timmy has great personality and accent. Gotta go now. Okay, bye Charles. Thanks for coming through. Missy says the players don't seem to interact with Marsh much at games. Miller, Angel, Ariel seem to talk more to Tanisha, right? I mean, that just may be the coach he is. I mean, I think we need to also understand that everybody has different personalities. He's not the coach that's going to run and jump and do a lot of stuff that like Teaspoon does or you see other coaches do. Not saying that that's necessarily a good thing, but I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing either. I mean, as far as I know, I can only go off what the players are saying, and Angel seems to say that she likes Marsh and they just have to trust the process. So whatever's happening behind the scenes, I mean, it is what it is. I want them to be successful along with Marsh. The Jeff part is where you can miss me on. But we'll see what happens. We're 10 games in now. I should have got some rice. That's what I forgot to get. You gotta go outside? I forgot to get rice. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, this is the first like what we got 44 games. So we're like right in the first quarter of the season, and I look at it like I look at games. I mean, a lot of teams come out the gate hot in the first quarter, but can they last all 40 minutes and win the game? Some of them can. Some of them get tired. Some of them wear themselves off. Some of them lose the lead. Some of them start off horrible but end up catching up by the end of the game. So it's the first quarter of the season. I'll just continue to support and see what they do. Missy says, yeah, if we get rid of Jeff P, Marsh can do his own thing. Yeah. I'm not taking away any responsibility from Tyler. Like, he does need to do better. Like, I feel like there's some things that he can do better on. Definitely. But I feel like Jeff is like being over his shoulder the same way he was lurking around when Teaspoon was around. I think that just doesn't, you're just not able to like move freely like you need to, you know? At least I don't want my boss over my shoulder when I'm trying to work. Like, that's annoying. But y'all, my dinner is done. I'm about to plate my food and eat because I'm hungry. But Misty gave me a question. Let me see. Do you think Mystics and Valks will make the playoffs? And do you think Atlanta will be a top contender? Do I think Mystics and Valks will make the playoffs? It's early to tell, but if I'm going off of like right now, I think the Valks obviously can make the playoffs going off of what they're doing right now. I think they're at 500. So they're one of the top teams that's definitely in it. Washington, like I said, is one game above us, and we're number 11. So at this point in time, Washington is not in the playoffs if we were to end it today. Do I think they have the potential to be a better team? Yes. They really came out of the gate strong, I feel like. But again, it's such a long season. Anything could happen. They started off so horrible last year and literally was one game out of the playoffs last season. It was like a tie between us, Chicago, and Washington. Chicago, Washington, and Atlanta was like a three-way tie. based off who won and who lost, who would make it into the playoffs. And Atlanta ended up making it into the playoffs. But Washington was right there, even though they started 0 and 12 or something crazy like that. So you never know how the season goes. So I don't want to count anybody out really, but if I had to say, I would say Valks would make it and Washington wouldn't right now. But I think they I think they have potential to make it. And then do I think Atlanta will be a top contender if they can hold it together? Again, long season. Seattle started off strong last season and kind of was just putting along near the end of the season, but they had a good enough record to make it into the playoffs. Same thing with the Aces. The Aces actually didn't start great because they didn't have Chelsea, and then they were good for a little bit, and then that kind of fell apart. But I mean, you look at some of the teams, you just never know how the season's going to go. I think again, looking at Atlanta right now, yes, I think they can be a top contender. Uh, Tulip says the eighth spot is between Valks, Mystics, and Sparks. In my opinion, Valks have a big lead and are my faves. Jay, do you prefer your hair in braids or out? I prefer braids because I don't have to mess with it. I mean, obviously, y'all see I have my natural hair, and my hair, like I don't use the right products to like. It's really curly, but like I don't have product in it to get like the curls to stay. It's so humid here in Texas. I straightened my hair the other day, and literally within 30 minutes it turned into this because it's just soaking up the moisture. I can't keep it, so I don't like combing my hair and combing all this out. I get braids. It's a protective style, and I ain't got to worry about touching it, and it just allows me to let my hair grow. I need my ends clipped, but other than that, I like the braids. I know it's good to like let your hair breathe too. You don't want your hair pulled all the time. So I'll give it a few weeks in between me getting my braids. But I don't like it. I don't like combing my hair. Charles says, Seattle looking good now. Yep. Why is everybody in Texas on WNBA YouTube? What the housing market looking like? What you mean? Rebel. Sorry, I had to go get my dog. The housing market is crazy. Back when I got my house in 2017. It was things were cheap. The interest rates were cheap. Now everything is skyrocketing. It's starting to level out now. Like last year before, it was crazy. The value of my house has doubled as of last year. If I had sold my house, I would make money because it's worth, like I said, double. Now it's dropped down a little bit. We're building up so much stuff over here, and like I said, things are kind of calming down a little bit. It depends on where you go in Texas. Where I lived, it was really cheap, and now people, because Austin is so expensive, they're moving. I live like right outside of Austin. I don't live in the city limits because it's expensive, but people are moving out where I live now, and now this is becoming expensive, so they're moving further out towards like San Antonio. So yeah, I didn't know you was in Texas. Also, a lot of channels we follow y'all in Texas. Not trying to call people names, but I'm sure he know. Ain't no slight or shade, but Zoe in Texas too. A couple of other ones we know. Yeah, I don't know of anybody else that lives in Texas personally. Not YouTubers. I live in Texas. I'm not a Texan. I'm from Michigan. Missy. Yeah. So Missy asked, are you originally from Texas? I'm not. I'm from Michigan. Charles Barkley says they got a lot of big women in San Antonio. I remember that. I don't go to San Antonio very often, so I don't really know. I don't really know about that. That is where I went to go see Coco Jones though yesterday. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Ooh. That salmon is good. It's hot. I don't know if y'all can see this. Look how good. Look how good that salmon bite looks. Ooh. It's slightly overcooked because it should be a little bit more pink in the inside. But I got it still sitting in the pan, so the heat is cooking it still. But yeah. That's so good. But I don't really go to San Antonio very often, so I can't speak on that. I've only lived in Houston and Austin. I haven't lived anywhere else in Texas. I have been to Dallas. A couple of people that I've dated are from Dallas, so I went there a couple times. Big girls need love too. Oh, y'all. This is so good. All right, y'all. I'm about to eat because this is too good. I'm very hungry. But thank y'all for hanging with me while I was preparing my dinner. We got 25 games on tomorrow. I don't know why they scheduled it like that. I think we got 3 at 7. What is it? It's like 3 y'all at the same time, 2 at the same time, and 1 at night, or something like that. Y'all can catch the schedule. I think it's like 5 or 6 games on tomorrow. And they're all like super scheduled together. I know Chicago plays tomorrow. The Aces play tomorrow. So I will be watching, obviously, one of those 2 games. If they're not on at the same time, I'll watch both of them. But, yeah, so y'all have a good evening. I will catch y'all on the flip side. I will have my live show near the end of the week, possibly Thursday. I got to look at the game schedule and see what's popping. If not, maybe sometime Friday. But, yeah, no games tonight. Who win in game 5 tonight? I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. Phoenix versus Liberty is Thursday. Okay, probably at 7. Maybe I'll do it after the game or before the game. We'll see. But all right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Take care. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.